world, Rip Digits Game Master Coaching here, plopping out another new world guide for you guys. So I've been working on leveling up weaponsmithing because it feels good to slap some enemies with some damage and make some money while doing it. So while I was working on this, I broke down all the items and everything like that, and then came to the conclusion for myself that the great axes are going to be the best amount of XP for the resource cost. So that's what I decided to make. So the other day while I was leveling up engineering, I came across this in here. So I ended up running out of this resource and then ended up seeing this this other tier 2 resource, Fey Iron, inside of this. And then I ended up doing some research and going to the market and figuring out that these materials right here are actually insane to use. So if you, instead of having to go and collect, mine out the iron nodes, you can literally just buy this. Or if you want to make some cash, you can go out, mine the iron nodes, sell the iron ore, or sell the iron ingot, and then buy these, and you'll end up making a little bit of cash through that process. So I just wanted to show you guys what that kind of looks like. So whenever you're first starting out, level 0 to 50, you can do, if you look at iron ingots, right now they're about 40 cents. And then if you look at Fey Iron, it is at 24 cents. So you're gonna make a big profit just by if you're mining out the iron, you can sell that iron and then make the money that you make from that iron. You can end up buying this Fey Iron and you'll be making almost, I don't know, double your profit, or a little bit less than double while you're doing that. Or you can just use the iron to help you make those axes, and then buy this Fey Iron if you already have the cash. Buy the Fey Iron on top of the iron that you have, and it's just gonna make that process go so much faster. So with that, after realizing all I had to do was buy that, I didn't have to go out and mine all of the main ingredient, which was iron. I could literally just buy the main ingredient, and it would be a million times faster than just going out mining those iron nodes and then coming back smelting all those iron bars, stuff like that. So I would get this Fey Iron, put it in here, and then I would only have to go and collect the other 2 resources. So I'd go and hit some trees, and then I'd go and chop up some animals for that leather. So it just made it so much faster doing it that way. At this part, I started to become aware of I needed to make some gold. So what I did is I ended up selling a bunch of different stuff. So I have a guide on stone cutting, I have a guide on jewel crafting, I have a guide on armor crafting. They are very long, so I get it if you don't want to watch them all the way through, but there's some routes in there, and I will also throw a link in the description for the New World map so that you guys can actually find these different things if you're wanting to find moats, if you're wanting to find gems, you're wanting to find silver to get those gems, or gold, or whatever, and that kind of maximize your guys' time so that you can make some of this money. But because I had already leveled up my arcana and my my stone cutting and stuff like that, I ended up selling some of these items, and because I sold these, I just had insane, like earlier today I had no money, and you can't see the whole thing right now, but right now I have almost $4,000, which has been in about, I don't know, 4 hours of time or something like that, of me just sitting there putting these things on the market, and then me just sitting there watching the money come in. And this is after I've spent, I want to say 3,000-4,000 on Fey Iron, on void metal, on the azurite chunks as well. So I kind of wanted just to show you guys this, just things to sell if you're trying to make some cash. So essences, you got gems, you have these like spinefish that you get from the tier 3 moat collection, whatever that is for you guys, and you can look that up on the New World map as well. It literally comes up, so it's super easy to find. I sold some lodestone, I sold some of these other little items, and then I started doing this with leather, and then started selling higher tier leather, higher tier silk. I sold some trophies just to get some extra cash, some more moats, and just kind of went through what I could in my inventory to make money so that I could get this process started. So I just wanted to show you guys that, so you have an idea of what you guys could sell, what you guys could actually get some cash from, so that you could start doing this process. So after I got all of those, I bought every single one that was like a decent price, all of the Fey Iron, all of the void metal for the things that I was working on. So whenever I was working on 0 to 50, I bought the Fey Iron. Whenever I was working from 50 to 100, I bought that void metal. And then azurite chunk is what I'm working on now. Once I bought all of them, I ended up wanting to leave some of the lower priced ones on the market, so that whenever I hop in tomorrow and people start reposting these items and stuff like that, they're not at a hugely inflated price. They'll be right back about where they were. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys that information as well. Just leave like one or two of the different postings on there at like a lower price, so that whenever people do post these things back on your servers, you're not getting hammered with like massive inflation. So after I used up all of those resources to where it wasn't profitable anymore, I went back to the normal, just collecting the iron and changing it into steel, and then changing that steel into star metal. And that's kind of the process that I went through. But I wanted to show you guys this really quick as just the required luck to get these items that you're buying. So for any set of armor, if you put mining luck on it at the base level, so even just like you're starting out, you have crappy armor, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you get the mining luck items, and you can see them here for your pickaxe, the star metal miner's charm is what you're going to need. For your amulet, you're going to want a chunk of cobalt, and then for the 5 pieces of armor that you have, you'll want shards of adderstone, and that's going to give you the percentage luck increase that you need to start getting these luck items. And then plus, I usually go with PvP enabled because it gives a bonus to luck. So I would suggest you guys doing that, setting up an armor set. Just make a small armor set at the beginning, the base essentials of what you need whenever you're first starting out. If you're just working on iron, you are literally level 0, whatever. With mining, you will be able to get these things just with 10% mining luck. So I'm just gonna bring this all together. Once you set up your mining gear, as you progress through your levels, these are the different percentages, or the base number stats that you'll need to actually be able to get access to these items whenever you're mining. So if you don't have these percentages whenever you're mining, you have 0 chance of getting that item out of whatever ore node you're mining. So to get Fey Iron, you need at least 500 luck increase, which is 5%. For the void metal, you'll need 1450 luck, and that's 14.5%. And then once you get into star metal, it's going to be 14.5% as well, 1450 luck. So that is kind of the breakdown of what you're going to be looking for whenever you're creating luck armor as you're increasing in levels. If you are somebody that is already making armor yourself, you will be able to increase your gear score, and then as you increase your gear score, the percentages that you will get whenever you add those mining items, the luck items, to your gear will increase whenever your gear score increases. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys that information so you can make the best decisions for what you're wanting to do. Hey guys, thank you so much for going through this content with me. If this has helped you so far or piqued your interest in a way that you haven't seen before, smack that like button. It will massively help me out. If you guys have any questions specifically for this video, or if you're wanting me to cover different topics, I would be more than happy to help you guys out, learn some new stuff, or use my brain towards something that you guys are wanting to go towards. Just chunk that in the comment section below, and I would be happy to help you guys. So while I was doing my normal collecting resources, everything like that, to continuously usually like grind, I have been going through a thing where I've been trying to keep my goals in my mind as much as possible, and it's like it's starting to become a habit. And so while I'm out there doing this stuff, I end up like having that goal of being able to do this weapon crafting or weaponsmithing as fast as possible. And I'm out there and it just kind of clicks with me, and I was like, what I could do is I could literally get the resource below, since I ran out of the resources of the highest tier that I could get the resource from the one right below. And then once I got the resource that was right below the one that I wanted, so say for instance I'm trying to make star metal great axes, I could get the steel void metal, right? Use that void metal, put it in here, make this steel great axe, throw in these regular resources, create this, and then salvage it, and that's going to give me steel. And then use the steel after I salvaged and take it to the forge and just go and collect the star metal. And then what I can do is just buy the flux that I need to move this steel into the star metal, and then that way I end up getting the XP for still making a great axe. It's obviously a smaller great axe, you know, it's like not what I'm 100% wanting to do, but it's giving me more XP than going out there and grinding and having to collect all the resources back through again. So you just get the one right below the one that you're wanting to do, and then you make that axe that you're trying to make that, then salvage it, get that steel back, go and then use that steel to make star metal and then start creating these star metals again. So, or you can sell the star metal. That's one thing that I've been doing recently to make money, is just selling that star metal. Hey guys, thank you so much for enjoying this video and being here with me. I hope that this actually propelled you into the things that you're wanting to do in New World at the speed that you're wanting to do it. If you enjoyed this, smack that like button and feel free to comment on any questions that you have. If you guys want to get ahead of that YouTube curve, you can also join the community at twitch.tv/rivdigits. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.